was prompted by a long and agonized question from the mother of a wounded soldier. She weaved her way through several contexts: health care in the service, health care for undocumented workers, the candidate's promise to pursue bin Laden. Nevertheless, when the woman at the McCain event in Las Cruces, New Mexico today came to her point that the way we are treating our soldiers now, the only way we'll have enough of them is to reinstitute the draft, John McCain said he agreed with everything she had just said. Our third story in the countdown, that includes the little PS about introducing selective service, the draft, during a possible McCain administration.
If we don't reenact the draft, I don't think we'll have anyone to chase bin Laden to the gates of hell.
Ma'am, let me say that I don't disagree with anything you said, and thank you. And I'm grateful for your support of all of our veterans.
Senator McCain made no other reference to the question or the draft or his previously stated opposition to restarting it for the first time since the 1970s. The rest of his event was, ironically enough, devoted to attacking Senator Obama for his supposed lack of judgment about military affairs.
Let me be very clear. I am not questioning his patriotism. I am questioning his judgment. I am questioning his judgment.
That the Defense Department just endorsed the Obama position on Afghanistan, that we need to send 12,000 more troops there, and we're going to, seeming to undermine McCain's contention, just as McCain's extraordinary answer to the positing of bringing back the military draft. Let me say that I don't disagree with anything you said, would seem to erase the idea that Senator McCain has any military judgment at all. We're joined now by Democratic strategist, former communications director for the John Edwards campaign, Chris Kofinas. Good evening, Chris.
Good evening, Keith.
I'm astounded. I don't have any other word for it by that answer about the draft. What do you think happened?
It's a pretty stunning statement. I mean, what's amazing about John McCain, if you've noticed during this campaign, he's changed his positions so many times, whether it's taxes, Social Security, health care, Iraq, and now the draft. I mean, he's earned a PhD in double talk in this campaign, but it really, I think, bespeaks to something bigger, that he will simply say anything to win this election, and it's a really dangerous, direction he seems to be going, to be willing to, say anything, literally, to win over an audience.
My assumption looking at that would be the woman has gone on for a minute and a half, and as sincerely felt as her pain obviously was, she was a little hard to follow, and maybe he wasn't listening towards the end there and was just waiting for her to finish so he could give her some sort of pro forma answer. But having said that, if he didn't mean that, if he wasn't listening, if he doesn't disagree with an audience member's contention that we need to bring back the draft, why has there not been a follow-up statement from the McCain campaign saying, hey, verbal typo?
Yeah, I mean, the campaigns don't let gaffes just sit there. If they really are concerned about something that shouldn't have been said, they'll walk it back. I mean, the reality here is there's one perspective. I mean, listen, the McCain campaign clearly is doubling down on the national security message. They really want to make this election about national security. I don't think this was simply a gaffe. I think this actually was John McCain telling people the truth about where he stands. And if that's the case, and you put it in the context of all the saber rattling he has done about Iran, about Russia, it really begs the question, how many more wars does John McCain want to fight? Because if you listen to Senator Obama, he wants to finish the wars we have ongoing. And I think that is a really telling statement. And I think this thing is going to have much more legs in the coming days.
I asked Chuck Todd about this earlier because he was there and I didn't want to keep him for half an hour just to get a number out of him. But he said that if this is actually McCain's position and it's actually meant to be said, this will by itself double Obama's lead. Having said that, having been able to, I think you'd agree with me, if we saw a draft, anybody talking about reinstating a draft in this country, it would be a question of who would be fighting on the streets first, the kids who might be drafted or their parents who'd be out there going, not with my kid, you don't. But getting away from that for a second, I think those are almost givens. You're on Obama's campaign, you hear this today, you do what?
Well, you couldn't have hoped for anything better to turn out young people and parents. And the funny thing is John McCain wants to make this about the draft. I mean, the reality here is we have the best military in the world because it's a volunteer force. The notion that somehow a draft is what we need, no, we don't need a draft. What we need is wisdom in the White House. So I think what the Obama campaign has to do is hit John McCain squarely about this and ask a very simple question. How many more wars does John McCain want to fight? Our servicemen and women need to know. Parents need to know. Our children need to know. Because we have already fought too many wars that we didn't need to fight, and it seems that John McCain wants to fight more and more. I mean, this is, again, an incredibly telling statement. I think it gives you a picture into who John McCain is and what he really believes and what he would do if he was president.
One other point about this, because the Pentagon essentially endorsed Obama's Afghanistan solution. As this suggests, Obama doesn't have a military judgment problem. He has a John McCain lies about him problem. And the polling suggests the lies work. How does he counter them?
Well, I think he needs to go on the offensive nationally about this. You know, the gloves, so to speak, have to come off, and not just in the battlegrounds anymore. I think they have to go get off nationally. I mean, part of it, I think the Obama campaign has got to stop repeating some of the attacks, whether it's Senator Obama or the campaign, repeating some of the attacks of the McCain campaign when they tried to defend it. This is not about defending Senator Obama's patriotism. This is about, I think, defining and attacking John McCain and his judgment or lack thereof. I mean, if you look at what John McCain is suggesting, whether it's the draft, whether it's saber rattling with respect to Russia, Iran, whether it's his economic policies. These are dangerous, risky policies. I think that is a very powerful angle of attack the Obama campaign needs to focus on. He's a dangerous candidate to put in the White House.
Well, if he is not going to disagree with somebody who supports reestablishing the draft, he's damn dangerous. Chris Kofinas, former communications director for the Edwards campaign. We'll see how far this goes in the days and the weeks and the months to come. Thank you, Chris.